Spreading all around my room, my world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the video here on the World of Juice channel, and welcome back to another episode of the All-American Dynasty here on College Football 25. And today we take on Northwestern. We open Big Ten play. We've had our fun in the non-conference. We've had some easy games, but that's to be expected in non-conference. Maybe it's going to be the same in the conference. Who knows? Sometimes the Big Ten can be pretty easy for teams like Ohio State. Sometimes it can't be. We'll have to wait and see. That's all part of the fun and the challenge. But today we take on Northwestern in their building. It'd be fun if we could get to play at Wrigley Field like the Ohio State Buckeyes did this year in real life. That was pretty interesting sight to play a college football game. But I don't think that's the case in this game. We'll have to play at their original field. But we are the number 2 team in the nation, undefeated in conference play, or in non-conference play, I should say. And we're going to open up Big Ten play against Northwestern. Hope you guys go and enjoy. If you do, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, join the Juice Club. And let's start the Big Ten season with a W. We take on Northwestern in today's episode, and I don't think, not that I can remember, I don't think we played them last year, did we? I don't remember playing them last year in the conference in year number 1. But this is what our schedule has looked like so far. We opened up the season with South Carolina, then we played South Dakota State, then we played Gonzaga. So we've had 2 home games, 2 fairly easy games, and then a road game to open up the season against South Carolina. But we start Big Ten play against Northwestern, then we come back home for Purdue, then we get a nasty little 2-game away stretch against Penn State and Michigan State. But then we come home for a while with Iowa, Indiana, and Nebraska. But we wrap up the season with 2 of the toughest games, probably the 2 toughest games of the season, on the road at the number 1 team in the country, Oregon. Will they be the number 1 team in the country when we play them? Maybe. Who knows? And then we take on Michigan in the game to end the season. But we've had a pretty solid start to the year. Joey Harrington has been very crispy in his throws. He's been very good. He's been on point. He's got 889 yards, 12 touchdowns, 3 picks. Those 3 picks are kind of annoying, but it is what it is. Rushing yards, Peyton Hillis has been also very much on point. So is Ricky Williams. He's only got 30 carries, but in those 30 carries, he's looked very impressive, and I can't wait to see the future at the running back position with him. Receiving yards, Tim Brown's been great. Jarvis Landry as a freshman has been amazing. He's been a nice little surprise. He's been going deep on some deep routes and catching some big-time passes. Obviously, consistency with Steve Largent. Touchdowns have been spread around fairly evenly. Tim Brown's got a few, but those are just on go routes that he catches down the field. And then the tackles, I expected Ben Burr-Kirven to lead the team, and he has. He's taken on that A.J. Klein role. Jason Sehorn has 4 interceptions, which he's totaling from, his 12 that he had last year. So if we go to the records, the all-time career interception record is 29 with Al Broski, but that's probably like the 1930s or something. But if we go to a season, the career number is 14, which we didn't get with Jason Sehorn. I think he had 12. Jim Leonard has 11. Oh, so he couldn't have had 12 then. I guess we could just go to career now. I could have sworn he had 12 career interceptions, or 12 interceptions last year. I guess we'll just go to the defense and see how many career ones he has. He has 15. Oh, so it's probably not going to take effect because that would mean he'd have 11. So he had 11 last year instead of 12. So he tied the record and didn't pass it. Okay, so that makes more sense now. That makes more sense. He tied it with Jim Leonard. I think we talked about that in the video, one of the videos last year, that he tied the interception record and didn't beat it. But he's already got 4 here early in the season, so there's a good chance he can break it again this year, try to break it. The interception in a season is 9. Why is that not changed? That should be changed to Jason Sehorn, but I guess not. I don't know. The records are being weird right now. I don't know why they're not changing, because he clearly had over 9 interceptions, but whatever. We don't care because we've got this game against Northwestern. We don't really have to do much recruiting. We don't have any other free hours. We did get Kevin Hurt. I think that was in the last episode we saw that we got him. So a new addition to the squad. Kevin Hurt, welcome aboard. He's a 5-star gem, number 11 player in the country. But remember, all of that doesn't really matter because all that matters is what he looks like. And I kind of posed the question, does he look like a Devondre Campbell? Could we make him look like Devondre Campbell? Or maybe, I don't even really know. He's too dark for Shaq Thompson. Shaq Thompson's not that dark of a player, or dark of a person, I guess I should say. So I can't really justify that. Devondre kind of is the one that fits a lot. We're in the lead for a lot of other guys, a lot of other 5 stars and 4 stars, so we'll keep these guys in the back of our mind as we keep playing. We might get Mike Kidder in today's episode if we're able to dominate Northwestern, which we are going to play. Do they have any cool uniforms? I don't even really know. They've got the nice little purple. I know they got a black uniform, which is this one with the gold and stuff. They got the gothic. I kind of like that one, but I think they're just gonna wear regular purple because I do like the purple, and I kind of like the script. The script kind of goes crazy. So you know what? I think we're gonna do the regular home unis, but they're gonna wear the script helmets because the script helmets kind of go little bonkers right now. So that's what they're gonna wear. We're gonna wear regular away uniforms, the all silver with the grays and all that kind of stuff, and we will take on Northwestern and hopefully add another W to the resume.
Welcome to Ryan Field on the campus of Northwestern University and home to the Wildcats, where the purple-clad fans are eager to get this one started. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Northwestern Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football,
we will start on defense for this game against Northwestern. They do have a pretty beautiful field here. I know that their new field that they're building for Northwestern is going to be even more beautiful because it's going to have like that complex that they're building alongside it. It's going to be next to the water, I'm pretty sure. So it's going to be a pretty beautiful stadium. But this Ryan Field is not too shabby. Like it's a decent little stadium for a team of Northwestern's quality. Like obviously Northwestern, as Jadeveon Clowney opens the game with a sack, that's what you like to see. As a team with the quality that Northwestern has been over the history. I know they've got older history, like back in the olden days. They've had a little bit of history, but they've really been irrelevant for the past 30 years. So it's a nice little field for a team like that. Not too many high expectations on the football field. I mean, obviously you can see back there in their background. I thought I got picked off for a second. You can see in their background on the little building there, it says the Big Ten champions in like I think it said 2018 and 2020 or something like that. Who cares about that? Those everybody gets a Big Ten title, except for if you're Maryland or Rutgers. They'll never get Big Ten titles, but everybody else gets Big Ten titles. No disrespect to Northwestern, obviously. You know what? I don't care. Fully disrespecting Northwestern. I don't care. We go on offense for the first time today. And depending on how easy this first drive is, I might turn the chew clock on. We might get out of here pretty quick because we don't need to like blow out Northwestern. We don't have any reason to, except for stat pad reasons. The only reason we would need to blow out Northwestern is if we were at home in front of recruits. But that is not the case. So we might get out of here. Ooh, maybe not. All right, I thought that was going to be more open than it was. Maybe I'm getting a little ahead of myself. I don't want to put the cart before the horse. We got to actually score some touchdowns before I think about blowing people out. Largent gets the first down. Good job, Steve. I can always count on you to be open. At least more consistently than the rest of the team. And he's going to be open again here. Nice. Beat one man, you got a touchdown. Oh, never mind. I thought that there was going to be more space there. It was a good throw. And a good catch, but I thought there was going to be more space. Joey, after it all is all said and done, might be the new all-time leading passer in Buckeye history. There's a good chance. He's already got like 5,500 in his career. Let's see. Who do we go to here? 2nd and 10. They kind of stopped the run. I might go underneath. Jarvis Landry up the middle. Jarvis tried to squeeze him in there. Couldn't get him in. So you know what? If we can't squeeze, we'll go with the power. We'll run it right down your throat with Peyton Hillis Get in there, Peyton, and he's in. Easy does it. Peyton Hillis into the end zone. Northwestern didn't stand a chance. And we will take a quick 7-0 advantage over the Wildcats. It does feel kind of like we're playing on a high school field now that I think about it. But it is a beautiful field. It just kind of feels like we're playing in a high school building or a high school field. Just the lack of prominent stands and the lack of people. There's more Buckeye fans here. Well, there would be in real life. It just, I don't know, it kind of feels a little lackluster. I did see, look at the bottom corner there, or the bottom ticker thing. Oregon is playing Michigan right now as we speak. So either Oregon's going to not be the #1 team when we end this game, or Michigan's going to suffer a loss, which would be hilarious. I absolutely wish they would lose every single game and cease to be a school. I wish they would fall into the Lake Michigan, but they won't because that's not how the earth works. But I wish they would. Clowney trying to get in there. No, that's a super sucky pass, man. That was not a good throw. It wasn't even, shouldn't have been open. We had like 2 jerseys right there that should have knocked it down, but he gets in there. And Jadeveon should have been able to get the sack. I know he's only like a freshman, but he needs to be better. He's going up against a right tackle that's probably majoring in like physics or something. I don't know what they specialize in here in Northwest. I know that it's a smart school. I don't know what they specialize in though. All right, Erasmus. Every single episode, I complain about you getting shoved to the ground by a tackle. I need you to not do that anymore. Terrence Cody, bring him down. No, Terrence! How did you not bring him down, Terrence? Oh, that's blasphemy. How did you not bring him down? You wrapped around his hip. And you didn't bring him to the ground. That's craziness. I want to recount. All right, Northwestern's actually starting to make some mojo happen here. They're getting some momentum. Are they going to really run some no huddle? Because I'm going to be very annoyed. When I played in the most recent Golden Bronco video, where we played against Maryland, it was against Rutgers. When we played against Rutgers, they were a no huddle team the entire game, and it was very annoying. Hopefully, Northwestern doesn't do that. Ben Burkervin with his hand in the dirt. I don't like that. Quick throw, knock it down. We don't even get to him in time. This quarterback is not very good. I can tell. His arm strength is not there. He's just somehow fitting the ball in where it needs to be. And Erasmus James, because of these audibles and these switches, Erasmus is now in coverage, and Ben Burkervin is on the line. They've completely flipped our team, and it's not paying off for us because Erasmus just tried to cover that, and that was god-awful. Oh, I didn't even mention Tank Carter, who in real life went to Northwestern. And he's here as one of our linebackers. So it's kind of a little homecoming for him, even though in this universe he never went there, obviously. Oh, but Northwestern's now annoying me. I almost want to call a timeout just to get everything reset. But their offense is very annoying right now. This feels very reminiscent of that Rutgers game in the Golden Bronco episode. They, too, were kind of cooking me in through the air with these no-huddle options, and they're going to get a touchdown out of it. We let Northwestern score! Oh, I can't believe it. I probably should have called a timeout there at some point just to kind of reset everything. Kind of get everybody back on track, but I didn't do that. Luckily, our offense kind of also went down the field pretty easily, so this could be a shootout. Not the team I would have expected to be in a shootout with, but judging by their drive right there, it could be. Let's see how we do first. Let's take some time. Feel it out a little bit. I don't know how easy it is going to be to run. They're kind of containing it a little bit. 4 carries, 15 yards. That's not bad, but they're kind of containing the run. Steve Largent open again. This could be a big Steve Largent game. If they're going to take away the stuff across the middle and down the field, the underneath with Largent could be the go-to. That could be the move. Or I guess some stuff with Jarvis could also be interesting. But this is going to be a nice run. Oh, Peyton ran him over. Put him in the shoulder, man. Let's go, Peyton Hillis. That's going to be the end of the first quarter. It's 7-7. Little bit of a close game here in the first quarter. They got -7 rushing yards. I didn't realize they didn't get positive. That's kind of funny. What was zesty? What are you? I don't know what that was all about. 2nd and inches from the 43. Handed off to Peyton Hillis. He's going to get the first down and more. He's going to run over a fool. As he does. I mean, he runs over at least 4 or 5 people a game. Maybe even more than that. Maybe I'm being generous on the low count there. He probably runs over more than that. 1st and 10. Handoff. I got to go underneath. Mainly because I got to get the ball away. And it's going to be Tim Brown. They're going to give me inches. Come on. That was a first down and you know it. That was a first down and you know it. We'll just hand it right back to Hillis. He's the hammer. Look at him fight forward. Make sure he gets those yards. He's not going to be denied. The snap. The fire to Evan Ingram. That route is very risky because the CPU just tend to cover on the outside because they just don't, they know that they have guys covering the end zone, so they can risk the short stuff. And it does tend to kind of halter my progress there. Peyton Hillis almost into the end zone, and now Ricky will come in to try to shark a touchdown. Peyton got the first one, but Ricky comes in to give him a breather. 1 carry, 1 touchdown for the main man, the freshman, Ricky Williams, the future of this program. And we take our lead back. Brutus is going to be doing some push-ups. I would really prefer if the defense played like they did the first time out and not the second time out, because the second time out was kind of embarrassing. Oh, nice tackle from Peterson. Julian Peterson kind of just lifted him up and sunned him a little bit there. All right, defense. I'm not sure why we got torched so bad. Probably because of the no huddle. That's probably what got us. They're going to go a little screen. We're not going to shut it down immediately. We made first contact, but they were all over that, breaking the tackle. And they're going to go right back to that no huddle. This is why I want the chew clock on, because I want to limit as many possessions as possible for them so that they can't do this to me, because it's very annoying. And they're going to keep it with the quarterback. I did not see the quarterback keeping that. I was all in on the running back. That's tough. That's tough. I was all in on tackling the running back there. Good on him. He fooled me. Come on, Jason. Get there. Somebody get there. He's wide open. What's the coverages? What are the coverages, guys? You can't let him get wide open like that. I know we were in a zone, but still. That's got to be somebody's zone. Somebody's got to cover that. Erasmus can't do anything. That's dropped. Good coverage. Fred Smoot on the deflection, or the pass breakup. Come on, Erasmus. I need you to actually do something. You've got to be kidding me, man. These open players are very frustrating. We're making Northwestern look like an actually good team, and that's very annoying. Because they're not. They're just simply not. They're going to go to the flat. Good tackle. Kyle Wilson. Please, I could use a really big interception right here. Some sort of huge INT. That's not going to be it. It's going to stop him, though. Good job. We're about to be under a minute in the half. We're about to be under 30 seconds in the half. The accelerated clock kind of killed their drive here. If we could just hold to 3 points, that'd be huge. Or an interception like I mentioned. Or his big sack. Don't let him scramble. There's nobody on that left side. Touchdown, Northwestern. He rolled out of the pocket, and everybody was committed to the right side. He scrambled to the left, and he had an easy walk-in touchdown. Our defense has not come to play today. We kind of just saw Northwestern on the schedule and took it easy, it looks like. Because this game is going very, very poorly on defense. On offense, we're doing fine. But on defense, it is not going well. We have about 18 seconds. 18 seconds to try to get at least into field goal range, if not a touchdown. And they're going to press. People do not have a good history when you press me. So the crowd shouldn't be loud enough for where we can't hear the adjustments. So if we do that, we should be able to get some good things to happen here. The safety is going to follow. I'm going to go underneath the Landry. Just get those easy yards. Guaranteed. We have all of our timeouts, so it's not a big deal. Get those easy yards. Actually, let's turn off the chew clock so I don't get caught on accident. And then let's go with a shallow cross. You're not going to press me, but Evan Ingram is probably going to be wide open across the middle. That's at least the look. And he's not wide open, but he is going to catch it. And we'll call our second timeout. Inching very close to field goal range. Let's go with just a motion Y cross. 8 seconds. Got to be quick here. Got to be quick. Just go out. Just go out of the backfield. Try to get the yardage that we need. Go down, go down, go down, go down, go down. Oh, Peyton, you fought for those extra yards. He couldn't go down out of or go down quick enough. I tried to get him down, but he got in that tackle animation. I couldn't get it. That's so frustrating. We had a field goal opportunity, and I couldn't get. How do I waste 8 seconds on that? That's annoying. All right, we'll go to the second half. Try to score again. Okay, my plan for this half is to limit the amount of possessions that Northwestern gets. So if that means doing my normal routine of just draining the clock in the third quarter, getting into the fourth quarter, draining a little bit of that as well, and then scoring, then that's what we're going to have to do, because the way that this game has gone so far, it's a little bit dangerous. And I hate to say that because it's Northwestern. But the way that they have kind of just carved us up on defenses and just moved the ball with ease, it's like we're not even out there. They're just kind of moving the ball with no resistance. It's very annoying. So if I have to do the tried and true method of running the football the entire third quarter to drain it away, and then get to the fourth quarter, drain a little bit of that away, I will certainly do it. Because I am not opposed to winning by any amount as long as I win. I will win by a half a point if that was even possible. And we've already done a good job. We've already taken a bunch of time off the clock. Hillis and Ricky Williams sharing the work. And if Peyton Hillis feels a little slow right now, I don't know if he's getting some wear and tear going on or if he's just a little gassed. I don't know. He feels a little bit slow off of his releases here. He's also getting hit pretty hard. I will say that. They're starting to figure it out here. They're starting to go after the run, which might mean we need to pass it 1 or 2 times to kind of get them off the scent. Or we could just sub in Ricky Williams and have him go to town. But we've already almost wasted the whole third quarter. So we're doing exactly what I needed to do as Hillis continues to drive us down the field. This is working perfectly. This is working absolutely perfectly. Ricky comes in to get us that first down opportunity, and he will get a good change direction by Ricky. The one D tackle was pushing my offensive lineman into me, and I had to change direction, and I did it perfectly. That'll be the end of the third quarter. We used the entire third quarter clock, and we only got to the 31. That is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Flying by right now. Flying by. And if we could waste 3 minutes of the fourth quarter clock, as well as score a touchdown, that would be unbelievably good. We'll try it here. Hand off to Hillis. Yeah, he just feels a little slow as he fights for extra yards to get that first down. Yeah, his wear and tear is getting a little bit high, so I'm not wrong in my assumption of him feeling slow, or my reaction to him feeling slow. As he continues to get the handoff, though. 2nd and 5. He's still getting yardage. He's still doing the thing. I think we will pass it. We've ran the entire drive here, so we will pass it. Try to get him off the scent. Throw it to Largent. He'll turn up the field. Steve Largent, don't go in yet. Good job. I could have easily scored there. But we need to waste a little bit more time, even if it is just that last little runoff before if Peyton Hillis gets in here. We need to waste a little bit more time, and we are in now. That was a huge drive. We took so much time off the clock, including the entire third quarter. We go to the fourth, up by a touchdown, hoping that our defense can come in clutch for one more drive. That's all we need, because if we get the ball back, we can waste it again and win it. We can win with one more drive, I would assume. But we just need to get the ball back, and the defense has not proven to do that other than that very first drive. I don't know what's going on. Like, the very first drive, we dominated them, and then from there, they've kind of flipped the switch. Guess that's what happens on Heisman difficulty, but that is a sack. That's huge. Erasmus James with the big one. That's massive. We haven't had one of those since the first quarter. That quarterback kind of screwed himself. He ran right into him. They're going to hand it off, and he runs right into Jason Pierre-Paul. Another loss of 1. Oh, they're crumbling. You can see them panic. The moment is too big, the lights are too bright. He's going to rush around again. He's got nowhere to go. He can't scramble. He throws it away. 4th and 24. What are you doing? They're going to punt it. Oh my God. A horribly managed drive for the Northwestern offense. Their fans got to be furious. That was a horrible punt, by the way. Their fans have got to be furious at what they're doing right now, what they just saw. Because now, they might not get the ball back again. And if they do, it'll be with no time left and down 2 scores. So they're not looking too sexy right now. I probably should take Peyton Hillis out so I don't risk an injury, but I mean, he hasn't really been hurt. Oh my God. He's still putting people in the dirt, even with his wear and tear and being tired. Still putting them fools in the dirt. Final play before the 2-minute warning. Run him over, Peyton. Yes, he will. Well, kind of. And he's hurt. I spoke it into existence. I shouldn't even have mentioned it. I spoke it into existence. Great. Luckily, we have some capable backups with Ricky and Jonathan Stewart, but oh, Ricky might get it right here. Ricky Williams. Oh, I couldn't do the stiff arm because he held the ball in the hand that the guy was coming on. The side. Wait, what? Pause. He held the ball in the hand on the side that the guy was chasing him, is a better way to phrase that. Hand off, Ricky. He's in. Touchdown, Buckeyes. We lead by 2 scores. See, once we actually focus and control the game, this one got out of hand a little bit quick. A 28-14 lead. It obviously could have gotten even more out of hand if I didn't have the chew clock on and we were having more offensive possessions. But under 2 minutes down now, 2 scores, and coming off of a just tremendously awful drive. We'll see what Northwestern's got in store. And obviously now they're in 4-down territory. They arguably should have been in 4-down territory the last drive. I know they were backed up super far to their own end zone, but you still, I mean, you're down by a score against a team that you have had on the ropes a little bit. You should have taken that momentum, but they didn't capitalize on it. Maybe they wouldn't have got it, but that's a risk you got to take when you're a team like Northwestern going against a team like us. Those are the risks you got to... Kurt Coleman. Former Ohio State Buckeye Kurt Coleman? It wasn't spelled the same, but... Oh, that's not good. That's not good. That's a great route by the wide receiver there. And we're back to the same kind of annoying little dink and dunk carving us up. I hate this. This is very frustrating. We have the better players. We should be able to stop this. These little quick throws, I don't know what's going on with it. We can't stay with these receivers. Second timeout used by Northwestern. Remember, they need to get 2 scores. So they need to score a touchdown quickly here. Onside kick, score another touchdown quickly just to tie it. But it's not looking good for them as Tank Carter makes a big-time tackle. You can tell it's Tank Carter because he's got the big fat roll on his back of his neck. So you know it's him. Minute 17 to go. 1 timeout for the Wildcats. What will they do? Quarterback going to stand in the pocket. He's going to fire. I went for the interception because I thought that ball was going to be over his head, honestly. I didn't think it was going to be that good of a pass. It was. It was good enough, but he fell down on it. He lost a lot of yards he could have had. Under a minute. Jason Pierre-Paul wrecked the play. Oh, Jason. A big sack to ruin their drive. They're going to go for it on 4th down, as you do. You should. But that is a huge drive wrecker right there. That's a bone-crushing sack to take. You can't take a sack in that spot. You just simply cannot. And they might not be able to take a sack here. Interception, Ben Burkervin. He just had to throw it away. And Ben Burkervin might ice this game. Does he have the speed? This offensive lineman's, holy crap, he's fast. 54 is out of control. But Ben Burkervin, pick 6, and that will be the game. Ben Burkervin will house it. It's a house call here in Northwestern territory. 35-14 with 30 seconds to go. The quarterback, he had no choice, man. I can't really knock him too much. He had no choice. He had to throw it away. He had to be aggressive. It was 4th down. Their game is on the line there. He made a bad decision, but, I mean, he had to throw it. He was in a horrible spot. He shouldn't have taken that sack on the 3rd down. Or on the 3rd down to make it 4th down. That was his mistake. And he might take another one here. He might not be able to get away. He does get it away. Throws it out of bounds. 2nd and 10. We got him flustered now. He's in his head. He's in shambles right now. He doesn't know what to do. It's barbecue chicken. 2nd and 10. Rasmus falls down like he always does. Oh, great deflection there. Good pass breakup. Fred Smoot getting hands in there, little grimy little fingerprints on that ball. 20 seconds to go. 2 plays left for Northwestern. He'll fire. It's picked off by Tank Carter. He's just throwing these noodles. He's throwing mallards at my linebackers right now. And Tank Carter will intercept a pass, and we will win the football game 35-14. Easy dub. I was a little bit worried there. First half, it was tied 14-14. Got a little bit sketchy, but we calmed the game down. We took advantage. We limited the possessions, and look what happened. We won the game. Now, the obvious pick 6 at the end is kind of a little icy on the cake, little inflated numbers, but I'm not going to deny Ben Burke-Kirven a pick 6 when he's got a good chance to do it. Although that 54 offensive lineman was super quick. I don't know how he was so fast. Luckily, he didn't catch me. That would have been pretty embarrassing. But big 35-14 victory. We opened Big Ten play with a W, and now we can go and take a look at some more recruiting. Okay, we open up the week with a huge commitment, which I said we might be able to get before we started the game against Northwestern. 5-star D-tackle Mike Kidder has joined the team, along with 5-star outside linebacker Keon Wicks and J.D. Knight, 4-star wide receiver. 3 big commitments to the program as we enter week number 7, which I think was a big visit week for us. But we add Keon Wicks. I mean, Kidder is the number 2 player in the entire country. So, talk about huge. We'd lose out on George Turk, who was, I think, on campus. I don't remember. I don't think he was, actually. But 4 big-time players, we're going to have to start thinking about who these guys look like. Who do they resemble? Because they're now committed to the squad. This next episode is going to be huge because it turns the tide for Sam Crummy. He's now thinking about going to Alabama. Alabama's ahead of us. But we have that week 7 visit. That could change things for us with him. Kevin Grimes, same kind of deal. We need to get Victor Colomatangi on a visit, most likely week 11 against Indiana. We'll do athletic facilities for him. We jump ahead of LSU and Texas A&M with that. We got a week 10 for Cornell Good. We probably need to switch to a hard sell for him because we're losing out on him. So we need to switch to the hard sell. And luckily we have such good ratings that it's not that hard to get him to switch to a hard sell. A+, A, and A-. And then we'll toss a little 25 action on him, get him back up to 65. Cortez Troop, we're doing perfectly. Nobody's even going after him, so we'll put him on a week 10. And he'll basically commit very soon. Let's see. Who else do we need to go after? All these other ones are not in danger yet. Andre Trueblood could be. Richard probably needs to be changed. Let's get him on a whatchamacallit, a hard sell. We don't know what his third one is, but it's probably that one. Is there any other with the 2 check marks combination? It's not going to be that one, so it's probably the one with the C+, or the one with the championship contender, wasn't it? Yeah, this one, TV time. We'll do that. That's pretty good. And then we'll toss a 75 on there. Perfect. Hopefully that gets us ahead on him. This one, we're just getting into the race for, so we'll leave that how it is. Same with Faust. Trueblood, we can switch to a hard sell if we need to. We can also get him on a visit. Let's do week 11. What's his thing? Brand exposure. We have good brand exposure, so come look at that. And we'll save the hard sell for now. We won't do that on him. Trevante Harris, we'll let that ride a little bit more. We can put more hours on Rico Kirkus, though. We can do a little 50 action and then a little 5. So we can put the full 65 on him. And we can put the full 65 on Dion Uzama, since we don't really know much about him either. That leaves us with 80 hours left to put on these 3 guys. Who did I like the most? Elliott kind of reminds me of I don't know, I want to say I was going to say a Julian Edelman, but he doesn't really fit that vibe. I don't know, there's something there. He looks like somebody. There is definitely something there for him. I don't know for sure, though. But we'll go after him. We'll put 65 on him. We'll see if we can get in the race. It's kind of tricky, though. Maryland and Pitt already have him pretty much in question. I might need to schedule him on a visit. We can't do week 10. We can only do week 11. He might be out of the question. I don't know. It's kind of risky. And then we'll toss a little 15 on Sam Foster, and that will be our recruiting for this episode. We got some big time commitments. Happy about that. The class is coming together very quickly, and the next episode is going to be kind of important. I don't know how many people we're going to have on campus because I think some of the people that we were going to have on campus already committed, including Kidder, who was the number 2 player in the country. So Purdue game might not be as impactful as it was looking to be, but it's still going to be a pretty important game because it's a conference game. It could end up being a trap game similar to this Northwestern game turned out to be. But I don't know what to find out in the next episode. If you enjoyed this one, make sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, join the Juice Club. Thank you so much for stopping by and watching. I truly appreciate it. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.